Hello everyone, welcome back to some more No Man's Sky shipbuilding. Hope you were doing well. I can't believe yesterday's... Whoa, hang on. Hello? There's a minor issue here, in that I don't have my ship. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay. That threw me off for a second. Let's get back into the ship and head for a space station because I've got more ship ideas in mind. So let's remember how we did this. Sorry, just plugging my controller in. Okay, right. Just wait for a few more people to jump in, but yeah, here's our... If you didn't join us yesterday, here's the Millennium Falcon that we made. Not the best, but not the worst. I think it does the trick. I'm sure by now other people have already had even better designs than this. But today we're going to make, not going to be on for super long, but we are going to play around with some other designs. So let's head back to I think the star system next to us had a, I think this one had a space station in it, so let's head there. Because what I want to try and do today is make the Starship Enterprise, actually. So I was kind of just itching all last night to get back into this. I had so much fun smashing out the two ships that we made. Dylan, how's it going? Yes, you're right. You can call it any time while spacewalking. I forgot about that. I was scared for a second. I thought that was it. I thought I was just lost in space. But yeah, you can literally just teleport straight into your ship, which is a very handy quality of life feature. Okay, so we got 2 ships so far, and I believe you can have up to 4. As far as I'm aware, I don't know if you can have any more than that. Dylan, do you know if you can have any more than 4 ships in your fleet? I know you can teleport. There's only 4 teleport pads over there, so I'm assuming you can only teleport. There are only 4 pads you can go to build, but let's go to the second bay and start building. See how quickly we can smash this one out. Luckily we can just run here. I like that there's a use for this big runway in the space stations now. So I don't know how I actually access... Does anyone know how to access your other ships that you've got? Because I want to see my other one. Yeah, because it says design and assemble star ships, so it's not like you only have one. I mean, it's not the biggest problem right now. I don't necessarily want to access my other one just yet, but it'd be good to know for the future. But let's get started. So let's go for the Starship Enterprise. There's so many other ships. I mean, Okay, so 3 things I want to do. One is make just a massive, almost cruise ship type ship, just huge. Another thing I want to do is make this kind of the smallest ship you can make, almost like an X-wing. And then the final thing is the Starship Enterprise. Let's go with I don't know, let's keep it nice and quick. Let's make a little ship today, actually. And we're going to try out some of the different parts that we didn't use yesterday. So these 3 are all landing systems, but it only highlights one. But I'm assuming we can use any one of these 3. So let's try this Thunderbird one and see if that gives us what we need. No, see, it still wants us to put a landing gear down, which is weird, because that's definitely landing gear. Let's power ahead. Let's see what we can do. Okay, let's go with a Thunderbird hab. This actually kind of looks like the Starship default ship. Dylan says, yeah, I think it's only 4 parking spots in your freight as well. Call them from the quick menu. Ah, okay, that might be it. Yeah. Yes, I think that might be like in the way you can create other ships. That's probably right. Okay, 4 for now. That's good to know. That's fine. Realized you were 2 minutes behind the live. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, I think. I mean, the last, like the 4th ship they end up making will be one that I'm just gonna keep cycling in and out. Well, I'll just keep cycling them. I'm not gonna be particularly picky on them because we can make them nice and quick. So let's go. Actually, like, what is the smallest ship we can make? Like, if we made literally this. Put a hab. Let's put a wing. Put a wing on the side. Like that. Then we put a hab in the middle. Then a cockpit. Actually, we haven't tried the ambassador class cockpit yet, so let's try that. That looks cool. It's like a little falcon or something. And then we're definitely going to need a landing bay. So let's go for this guy. Keep it nice and rounded. Okay, if we're going ambassador, let's do it all ambassador. So let's go there. And then what do we need? We need a thruster, of course. Nothing outrageously big. Maybe something like, ooh, can that go on the end? Oh, that would have been cool. Okay, I think we might need to add one more piece to the back here, and then add the landing bay. This actually just looks like a plane. It just looks like an aeroplane. This wasn't quite what I had in mind. So actually, let's reverse this. What we want to do is go literally this, that there. I think even the wings are too big, so let's get rid of that. And we want to go cockpit, some sort of wing on the side. I guess literally maybe that's too. Let's get heavy linkage, and then these little wing tips on either side. That's cool. And then we can put the thrusters on the back here like that. And I don't know if we need this reactor, if that's like 100% necessary, or if we can kind of get away without using it. But I think technically that is all we need. And then if we just chuck a small vent on the top, just give it a little bit of a... Oh! Did not mean to do that one. Chuck a vent up here. Finalize design. Unable... Okay, so we do need a reactor. So in that case, I'm going to put the reactor as one of the wing pieces. Like that, which actually is pretty cool. It's not liking that though now. It's not liking... It kind of wants... No weapon system. Okay, you have to have a weapon system, have to have the reactor. Let's try the torpedo launcher. Doesn't like either of those. All modules must be connected. Is that not connected? Okay, in that case, let's put the torpedo up top. It's not liking that, unfortunately, which is a bit of a pain. Because unless we totally scrap the landing gear there and we literally have a mag thruster under the central bit here, like that, I think we have a ship now that is functional. So it's, yeah, we got it. Oh, okay, so here we go. So we can have a swap with current ship or add to collection. I see. Alright. So this is as small a ship as I could make. So let's see how it runs. So we literally have one room. It's bugged out again. It's done the thing where it's scaled up too big. So what we're going to do is... I can't remember how we fixed this before. I don't know if we... Oh, I think I literally had to... It's not ideal. I literally quit to mode select. Let's save the ship. Luckily this loads very quickly. Load again. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if anyone else has had this issue where the ship is just not quite scaled properly. See, here we go. Now that's more like it. And then the doors work properly and it all functions. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love this so much. And then let's get into our tiny little guy. Nice. So this is probably not much bigger than some of the smaller ships or some of the larger single-seater ships that you can normally find. Like it's really, it's only a couple of modules or 3 modules wide and 3 modules long, I guess technically. Well, two and a half. So this guy's a little nippy guy. So it's pretty cool. You can get away with a pretty small design. Music's just popping off. Glacial planet. Let's go and land this thing. See what this looks like when we're standing next to it. Got some water on this planet as well. Nice. I've yet to find a planet with crazy deep oceans. I know they have added them. And if any of you have found a really deep ocean yet and explored it, if you have, let me know. I'd love to hear how you found that. I've only ever found sort of surface level type oceans, which were common, have always been common in the game. I'd love to know if anyone's found. I saw was it a Reddit post or something, I think, of someone finding this massive squid leviathan type thing underwater, and I just thought that was really cool. I've just not seen anything like that before. So it's literally just hovering on its little thrusters. So you can install any landing gear. It doesn't have to be the one it highlights, which is good to know. I probably could have added something on the front there, make the front of it seem a bit more fun, but I just wanted to see what was the bare minimum, basically. Because you need to have this reactor core in, that obviously does throw off if you just want a very small single compartment ship, because you still need to slap on this 1x1, which obviously if you put on top then increases the height and doesn't keep it sleek, but you can just put it as part of the wing, which is pretty good to know. Alright, that's this little guy done. I think we head back and we keep. I think let's change this one up, because this was, I'm not particularly attached to this ship. I feel like this was more an experiment, just to see how small we could make them. What does it look like when we're... hello? So what happens if I want to see what this is like walking around? Oh, okay, that is literally just... That is like that. I thought that was kind of bugged out and it wasn't actually attached to anything. I love the alien-esque, the mother dots everywhere. That's cool. And just my little hab. I'll put a window in. I don't think there is anywhere to put a window. No. Could put a ladder up to nothing. Like, what would happen if we did that? No, we can't. Get rid of this thing. No, I can't delete it. Okay, that ladder's there now. Let's get this thing back in and sort it out. I think I'm just going to edit this current ship. I'm not going to make a new one. As I say, I'm not particularly attached to it. And we definitely need to get rid of this ladder. So maybe now. There we go. So I check my graphics options, check that they all saved. Hello. Don't need everything on ultra. I think high is good enough. It's done it again. doesn't seem to be saving these settings. Oh, okay, game crashed. Okay, let's load that up again. Apologies for that. It will load back up pretty quickly. I just tried to. I noticed some frame drops. I was just trying to. I set the upscaling to DLSS yesterday, but it didn't seem to save. And then when I went to save it, the game just crashed out. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. This is you're looking at a PC noob right here. I'm a console player at heart. I know we were talking yesterday about Battlefield. Gonna be something I'm going to be playing on the channel a bit more. I don't know if anyone saw the PC trailer dropped this afternoon. It looks incroyable. Okay, let's get cracking. Modify the Dawanish's Conqueror FG5. So that's I did like that cockpit kind of, but it's not really the vibe I think we really want. So I'm gonna do a very quick oh no, what, big, I'm thinking big. Let's go big. Okay, let's start from scratch. So we can go pretty huge with these. So I think we start with some landing thrusters and we kit this thing out like it's five landing thrusters either side, and just try and push this to its absolute limit. Oh, hang on, I've left gaps as well. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, you can actually get 6 in, so I must have left a gap on this side. Yeah. Alright, let's chuck these things down. 1, 2, and then 1 more. Okay. This is big. Let's go Titan, and let's just... Okay, I don't want the whole thing to be Habs though, that's the thing. So let's start from here. Build across. So the crossway you can walk through. And then... Actually, now I think about it, that is too far forwards. So let's not go, that was a bit much. So we're going to go with, and we're going to need this coming forwards there. And let's go back as far as possible as well, which actually goes like that. Jesus, that is massive. Okay. Actually, let's have these going along here as well. Why not? And then we'll keep these slightly shorter, so I'll do a single part on that final bit. Let's do a Titan cross all the way there. That end, this end, and this end. Okay. Oh yeah, landing gear. No, we have landing gear. I don't know why. I know what we need. I'm not gonna let it tell me. I'm actually gonna put the Thunderbird on because that is my favorite cockpit for sure. So we need no landing. Why does it? So I do actually think we still need. Like if I put that on, does that? Okay, let's do it for the game zone's sake. Actually, I think you would actually need these in if this was real anyway. One there, one there. Yeah. Cool. This is outrageous. This is not the sleekest thing at all. And then okay, we want to start adding a little bit of shape to it. Actually, how tall can we go? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god. Wow. Maybe there is a build limit. That's crazy. So what I'm gonna do, okay, it wouldn't let me stick this, it wouldn't let me go any further with that, which is interesting. So maybe it's only 10 up directly in the middle. And then how far have we come out that way? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can't. Okay, so I think it is actually. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because of this, you can go any further. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hang on. 2, 3, 4. It's just like a big cross. Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? This is actually obscene how ugly this looks. You know what? We're not even going to put the cockpit there. Like, if you're going to have a ship this big, then it's gotta, you've gotta have the cockpit up here. Yes. Okay, you know what? Let's make these more like wings and not just habs. So I mean, it just looks ugly. That's the problem. It's a, I don't know what to do with something this, but it's just going to be dense for the sake of being dense. Otherwise, I think, I think this is too much. So let's actually move this. I'm not going to go that high. Let's only go up to there. Delete all of these. It's too much. It's too obscene. I want something big, but not that bad. And we don't actually need that anymore. Okay, that's pretty cool. It was just that middle bit sticking out. It looked a bit silly. So this is kind of like a big snake. Alright. What do we need? We need big thrusters on this thing. I'm talking like one, two, oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not there. That doesn't work. Thunderbird. 1, 2. This is just going to be one big rocket ship. Oh god, it's horrendous. I don't like it. It's actually making me. Okay, one set of cannons, because it wants you to do that. And then we're going to start trying to salvage some sort of shape for this thing. Okay, we need the core as well. So let's get... Okay, I'm just going to scaffold this thing. Oh, that's not where I wanted the core to go. Let me put any one of these cores on, actually. Now I think about it. Which is pretty cool. So it doesn't have to be this square one, but obviously I think that works well here. Loads of fuel cells. And then an entry right there. Then let's get some connecting scaffolds. And then let's curve that off. Some fairing. Nice. And then we're kind of just gonna run this back a few times to get a bit of shape. Just a little bit of shape. So let's chuck a ducting point over there. Another cowling. There. Couple more linkages, some joints like that. And then I think we're pretty much there. We just need that. I feel like I built this ship the wrong way around. I feel like all of that should have been facing forwards. I can still do that. I can still build it out, actually. This is coming together. Now there's some actual shape to this. Let's do a plasma core. And then finally a single, like, one of these hydraulic things. Yeah. That's cool. Ooh. Right. Now on this side, we're going to need some cowling like that, just to give the wings some shape. Okay, near complexity limit of 100. Interesting. Okay, so we can't just spam the hell out of this. So let's think about this a little bit more. Because the front looks terrible. The front looks so bad, but this bit looks kind of sick. So, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking all of this, if we just bring this in a bit more, so the wings aren't as big. Or maybe we can just, you know what? Let's give this a go. Let's very quickly, we use a single, like, scaffold. Okay, the scaffold doesn't seem to intrude on the build limit. Oh no, it does, okay. Let's get something more solid, maybe a joint. So we're going to want is it to go like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to, okay, now I know about the build limit. This is going to make stuff a bit more interesting. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 93 out of 100, so we don't have that much left to work with. So based on that, I'm going to delete these guys. In fact, I'm going to delete the whole set of wings and just bring them in, because I want that back. We are going to extend the wings out from higher up. So from like here. And then a couple of wing bits. Wow, where's that big this Arcadia module? I've wanted to use this, but I haven't found a place for it yet. And I think this is the ship to use it for. Okay. And then what we're going to do is use the cowling again to just give this some shape. So there and there. 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 And then I think if we flip it, do the same upside down. Yeah, that's cool. Still not super happy with this. I think if I'd had more of a vision in mind, I was more just seeing, this is more just to see how big we could make it. But I feel like if you call this the Cobra or something, because it kind of looks like a big snake, which is pretty cool. So we're definitely going to need a couple more landing gears, because this thing is super heavy. I wonder if we put one there, if that would actually work, if that's too high up. Yeah, I thought so. So in that case, let's put this back. Maybe this one? I don't know if that's as high as we can put it. No. Maybe it needs to be a hab. Maybe that's why. So like if I made this a Titan hab and put the landing gear... No, still not having it. So I'm wondering why it's doing that. Because I was able to put, I don't know if it has to be maybe on there. So if we put a, maybe it can only go 2 high. Maybe not, maybe it's only 1 high. But I think it has to go on the ground then. Okay, that's, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. It just looks odd. I feel like it needs something holding up at the front, but it's very strange. This is a very strange looking ship. I think maybe it doesn't need as many of these thrusters there. Maybe we could give it some more shape on the edge. So maybe something like that. some of the wing tips. There you go. That's nice. Just a little bit more shape, you know. And there as well at the front. Oh. No. And then I think because those are habs, we'll put some windows in here so you can look out the front when you're flying. And then out the side as well. Not the most interesting view, but hey, better than nothing. Okay, this is a bit of a monstrosity. I'm not quite sure. I mean, we definitely salvaged it because it was horrendous before. I feel like, you know what? Now I look at it, I've done it. If it was the other way around, that would be cool with this big bit at the back that goes up. But it being this way around is kind of weird. Can't do anything about that. So let's just apply the edits, and we do need to put some steps in. So let's do that. The question is, okay, up there, up there, and then we want to go like that, and then up again. Same here, up there. Ah, okay, we're at the top. Cool. Alright, let's take this thing out for a spin. I'm actually a bit concerned about this thing, but I think if I spend a bit more time with it, we could get it looking pretty cool. But this, at the moment, whew, that's a big boy. It's not as bad actually now it's flying. I think it just needs a bit more shape. Like it's very flat on the sides. Also, it's just the default color. I didn't even change the color of it, which is a bit of a shame. I think the problem with where you build these things is the lighting isn't great, so when you're trying to change the colors and materials, it's a little bit difficult to actually see what you're doing. So I just want to change the color very quickly. The gray worked on the Millennium Falcon, but not so much on this thing. It's a snake, so let's make it snaky. Okay, now we need to get out. Oh god. Oh, actually, can we make a ladder? Yeah, we can. We can make a ladder to the roof from here. Very handy. That's going to be great. Okay. Right, and donk. Right. Let's modify this thing. So color-wise, let's try and get the best lighting. Okay, colors. It's kind of like a brown, purple and yellow. Quite like the idea of that. Not so much the blue. I mean, there's green and dark olive is very snaky. Cream and green. And then you've got inverted gloss, weathered, metallic. Ooh, maybe a cream and green metallic all round. I think we're onto a winner here. What's great is you can just keep spamming the color onto everything, which is really nice. But you do have to go around and do it for everything, so it can be a little bit tedious. It'd be nice if there was a, you know, make all pieces the color you've selected, but you know, it's really not that, especially on a ship that's only one. These pieces are only one wide. It's really fine, to be honest. Like, we're almost done actually, so. And I think that was the right call though. That's definitely helped with how this thing's looking. Okay, they're all done. I think everything is the right color now. Except this, missed that. And this as well. And this, and this. And that. Okay, missed all of that. Apply edits. Cool. I'm gonna do, I can't help it. We've still got some. We've got 10 pieces left, 5 on each side. Just to build this out a little bit more, give it a bit more shape. Not super happy. Like, just even if it's just some foiling like this. Just to like, yeah, just to give it something. Okay, I missed those. I just realized I missed those pieces entirely. Okay, and then I'll tell you what, we'll take, I think it needs those two there, and then maybe what we can do is chuck a different type of thruster on. Yeah, like this. That's what we need. I think it's here. No, that was not right. There. Yeah, that's cool. So what we want is metallic finish, cream and green. Apply that to all of these. Continue modifying this just to give it something. And then I don't know, or if we could do just something there, just to, yeah, that's more like it. There. Got 4 more pieces. That might just be what we need. There we go. 100 out of 100. Maybe not even that thruster. Maybe something a bit. Yeah, because we don't have 4 of those massive things. There we go. Alright. Now let us return. I don't know if I can actually use my jetpack and get up there any quicker. Maybe. Going up the ladders. Yeah, I think so. Come on, jetpack. There we go. There we go. In the top. Nice. I hear that there's a complexity limit, becomes a balancing act between having a cool exterior and interior. So is that, yeah, so is that 100 interior complexity limit? Does that mean I couldn't then put anything inside? Oh, you can. Okay. But I see what you mean. It's like the practicality of having loads of space, loads of hubs, but then also how you want it to actually look with the design. I totally get that. Alright, let's see how this thing... This is much better. Like, we just changed the color and we changed a little bit of the shape. This kind of looks like a... could be a Star Citizen ship. Seems like a hammerhead shark. Now this, I want to see how it looks like landing somewhere. So let's see what planets we got going for us in this solar system. Let's have a look. If you hit the limit, you're restricted with what you can build. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that is a shame. I hope... Because obviously this thing still runs on PS4 and the older consoles. I'm hoping with Light No Fire the base complexity limits are upped. You know, I'm assuming it's going to be for current gen only. So yeah, let's just hope that there's a bit more leeway with that. Because, you know, this game's 9 years old now. It's being built for hardware. Hardware came out in 2013, so there are still limitations in that respect. So I get from No Man's Sky, but yeah, hopefully Light No Fire, they remove a lot of those limitations. What happens if I get on top of my ship while this is... Actually, what happens if I jump off my ship while this is going in hyperspeed? Does it just leave? Yep. Yeah, my ship kept going. Alright, luckily we can haul our starship. Sorry, just having a look at the comments. I missed Dubstacks there. Millennium Falcon design in the anomaly yesterday. Maybe. I was in an anomaly, so it might have been me. I played a little bit later as well, so that could well have been me. You might have seen it. Yeah, I was going for like a snake vibe initially, almost like a cobra. But now I'm seeing it in action. I think Hammerhead is more what it looks like. Oh no! I really want to be on the ground and see what this looks like when someone flies overhead, because it must be pretty jaw-dropping. Oh look, actually this is interesting. Let's compare it to a crashed freighter. Bear in mind, this is as long as you can build a ship. Not as wide, but as long. So it's pretty decent size. I do think the camera needs to come out a bit because it is struggling. I just want to be able to see the whole thing. We land. Let's land over here. Here we go. What's your tag in game? On my Xbox account, I am Robot Boy MK1 up here, top left. Oh, easy getaway out here. I love the vibe of Dead Planets. Well, not dead, but like low atmosphere. But also Dead Planets too. Look at this thing, look at this monster. I love the little bits of steam. It's so cool. Yeah, this is my little flying hotel, a little big flying hotel. That would, I'm imagining, take an age to build if you were doing this in normal mode. What site?
Dub sacks, PS5 dub sacks for all. Dub sacks for all. Cool, man.
I'll give you an ad. Like I said, I'm playing on my PC at the moment, but I primarily play on PlayStation. So when I get back on PlayStation, I'll add you. Awesome. It's still not quite right. I think looking at it now, it could be even lower. Like, I don't think the front needs to be that high up. I think, as I said, I think if the ship was reversed, that would make more sense. So if you had the cockpit at the top up there and it was facing forwards, I think that would suit. That would make more sense to me. Flying, it kind of feels like it's going backwards, but still pretty cool either way. And I think that is sorry, I couldn't jump on for too long today, but I've been itching to play this, itching to make some more ships, and I think this was as big as we could go based on the limit. So that's cool. We've maxed the limit out. We built a small ship as well, the smallest ship. And next time we'll start doing some more ship builds that are iconic ships. Like I said, I think the Starship Enterprise will be a big one to try and pull off. I mean, yeah, what other ships do you think we could make? Let me know in the comments, and we'll get cracking at it, because we've done the Falcon, Millennium Falcon. I saw someone made a Star Destroyer, which was cool. So I don't want to make that because someone's really done a pretty good job with that. I mean, this thing is like halfway to a Star Destroyer anyway. Like I say, if you looked at it from this angle, and you sort of you just made a few adjustments to it, you basically got a Star Destroyer there. So yeah. Became the merchant of goods for star systems within a few hours, had 200 mil. Okay, fair enough. But then it's not, I guess, the money, it's like getting the resources for it as well. I'm not sure what the resource acquisition is like for this. It might be a grind, it might be somewhat easy. So we'll see. But anyway, Dubsax, thanks for dropping by. I'll make sure to add you when I'll hop back on PlayStation. Dylan as well, Lazurian. Thanks, everyone. And we will. I'll be back on maybe tomorrow, if not the weekend, for some more shipbuilding. Thanks again, and oh yeah, actually, again, thank you so much for the support yesterday on our stream. We got over, just checking now, 6,000 views on that, which was unbelievable for a live stream like that. Unheard of. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys very soon.